Hello, guys. I hope you all are doing well. Okay, so today's topic is Indian agriculture in 18th century. Why is this important? Because agriculture is one such topic which is there in every subject that you'll see, and knowing about what all was there in Indian agriculture during the 18th century, because 18th century is the time when a lot of transformation had taken place, had taken adventures and everything. And we already have two videos over India in the 18th century where we discuss about everything, small bits and tits about everything that's possible. So you can refer to those videos. I'll put the link in the description, and we start with the video because the technical terms and what was agriculture before this and what happened to Indian agriculture in 18th century that laid it back and everything we'll know in this video, and we'll know about the terms and everything. So watch it till the end. So first things first, when we talk about Indian agriculture in 18th century, the two three terms that is important that should come in your mind is it was technically backward, it had become stagnant, and the reward for the peasants were miserably inadequate. And with this you can add about the land reforms things, and you can add about all the zamindari and everything, the miserable conditions and everything. So this is three small terms that yes, that you can use in your answer. Then we need to know that what all India imported from where all and everything. So it imported pearls, raw silk, wool dates, dried fruits, rose water from Persian Gulf, tea, sugar, porcelain, silk from China, gold, musk and woolen cloth from Tibet, coffee, gold, drugs and honey from Arabia, tin from Singapore, arak and sugar from Indonesian islands, ivory and drugs from Africa, and woolen cloth, metals like copper, iron, lead and paper from Europe. And on the other hand, it exported cotton textiles, raw silk, silk fabrics, hardware indigo, saltpeter, opium, rice, wheat, sugar, pepper, other spices, precious stones, drugs, and everything. So you might know because yes, UPSC might ask, they give you five options and then they ask what all were the things that India exported during 18th century. So it's a tricky question. Then it was also self-sufficient in handicrafts and agricultural production, and it did not import foreign goods on a large scale. The industrial, the agricultural products were sufficient. They had a steady market abroad. They exported more than they imported, and the trade balanced by import of silver and gold. And that is why the Indian agriculture, the India, was known as a sink of precious metals. So now the question is that what all happened? Why was this condition, which was so beautiful before, deteriorated? So it was because maybe the constant warfare, you can talk about the disruption of law and order, you can talk about the trading centers that were looted, the trade routes that were invested with organized bands and robbers, the heavy customs on goods, the sea trade expand, and the overland trade disruptions, everything that was happening. The political way, if you see, the cities and centers of flourishing industries were sacked, devastated. Delhi was plundered by Nader Shah, as you remember, and Lahore, Delhi, Mathura by Ahmad Shah Abdali, Agra by the Jats, Surat and other cities of Gujarat and Deccan by Maratha. So all of these ways, a lot of things were just looted, plundered, and more than generating income, it was more of the losses that our country was seeing. Some industries in other parts of the countries gained from expansion and trade with Europe. So emergence of new courts, local nobility, zamindars led to emergence of new cities. So this way, new cities developed, but all those cities like Faridabad, Lucknow, Varanasi, Patna, these things developed, these places developed, but all the already established cities took their downfall. And at the dawn of the 18th century, India was one of the main centers of the world trade and industry. But economically, if you see, we had a resilient and continuity in economic life, only with a declining trend. We had less economic distress than would be seen further in 19th century. Alright guys, this was it with today's video. Today was Monday, so we definitely had to go through some good important topic that we already had. So India in the 18th century was already covered in my previous videos, but then this portion was still left. And secondly, I have seen the question paper format. It's more not about the general question that they'll ask what happened in India in the 18th century and anything like that. So what if they just ask you a question on 18th century but only about agriculture, or only about industry, or only about certain sector. So we also need to prepare ourselves in this manner. So now when you've seen this video, if you are asked a question on 18th century Indian agriculture, if not anything, you can make it up somehow somewhere, and something is definitely better than nothing. So if you don't study, please do go through the video, because all the points are relevant and everywhere in the book, and you will not find a single sentence that is not required or is out of context. And why I stick to the books is because anything apart from that, you can know it from outside, you can know it from everything. But what matters in UPSC is that what they have asked for, we provide exactly that. So yes, we do not have to jump away from books or anything like that. We'll stick to the resources provided. We meet next on Wednesday with some good important topic. Until then, thanks for watching. Keep studying.